Oh, Richard, he's here.
I'm very good, thank you. An honor to be with you.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, Richard. Thank
Good
you.
to
Thanks
see you.
for joining. Yeah.
I'm very good, thank you. An honor to be with you. I'm very good, thank you. An honor to be with you.
So, days are passing by, and the moments, as you know. But what we got to do? Saying goodbye to 2024 and welcoming 2025. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, my dear friends. Welcome to the poetry reading with Fertile Brains. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Poetry is an act of peace. Peace goes into making of a poet as flour goes into making of your bread, as said by Pablo Neruda. How about if I ask uh, Tanya to
Yes.
begin with?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Give a round of applause. And please welcome Tanya Ajtic to present her poem, my dear friends.
Yes. My poem is named The Weeping Planet.
Yeah.
Freedom and sincere friendship is not bought, is kept like the pupil of the eye as a most important wealth, and love, sincere love. It is maintained with wonderful features and actions towards a loved one. Freedom. It is hard to believe that someone is free in the world today. As a word that reflects it, it is need more than ever to the world which is suffocating from air and water, from bombs, bloody footprints. The whole world is just a little bit away in prison without freedom. I am worried. I am worried for a long time, and I expect a miracle. All my senses are very active and nowadays very sensitive and sharpened. I expect freedom of the whole world, but the darkness of the dumb, pressed little people on earth were like ants try to make sustainable colonies to simply live and survive. Freedom. I calling her, and I suffocating noise of the clanking of weapons is preventing her from hearing me. Freedom. Don't give up, echoes try to air. Don't give us up. I always believe that there is a way out from the darkness tunnels, and always a grain of something good, even if it was only my sincere wish that the world will be free, a place to live of the living things on the planet, as the pressure rises with the air carried by the wind across the planet and brings tears. Thank you. This not
Wow.
this not maybe for the end of years 2024, but life is now looking no freedom in the world.
Exactly, Tanya. I wish, your whatever you said come true and, have this peaceful world. Rose. So, please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Tanya. Yeah, profound.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for joining, Tanya. Please welcome Dr. Gargi Saha.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Please go ahead.
Okay. Just 2 days more, and we are going to step into the new year. So today, my poem is entitled Happy New Year. Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. Ring out the old, ring in the new. Ring out the despair, ring in hope. Ring out the sadness, ring in happiness. Ring out fear, ring in bravery. Ring out revenge, ring in forgiveness. Ring out false, ring in truth. Ring out weakness, ring in power. Ring out failure, ring in success. Wish to welcome the new year with cheer, mirth, success, and peace. To cross new avenues, new goals. Forgetting the pitfalls, let's march gracefully. Thank you.
Wow, crisp and beautiful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Gargi Saha. Wishing you a very happy new year, ma'am.
Thank you. Wish you all a very happy and prosperous new year, friends.
Thank you. Please welcome Left Colonel Gopal Purdhani, who is a veteran and a luminary. Please unmute your mic, sir. Please unmute your mics. Kindly unmute your mic, sir. Mic.
Yes, sir. Am I audible now?
Yeah. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Today I will recite some Punjabi poems. These are 4-liners, only 2-liners. 2-liners are dohas and 4-liners are chopai. Chopai, rubai या कथा भी उसको बोलते हैं. तो ये लैंग्वेज जो है कुछ लोगों को तो बहुत पसंद है because this is the original language of the people from the villages and the hills areas. In this, whatever words which are really very, very difficult only for the Punjabi people to know, that I will tell the meaning. मैं तेरे नैनी सजन नजर मैं तेरे नैनी सजन कज्जल दा तारा वेखिया कज्जल काजल मूक नैनू हुंदा प्यार दा इशारा वेखिया मूक मैंने जो बोल नहीं सकते गूंगे चुपचाप मूक नैनू प्यार दा हुंदा इशारा वेखिया वेखिया वो किया जो संसार जो ना देखिया मैंने वो चीज देखी जो संसार ने नहीं देखी वो क्या था कि चक्षुआं च झाक के ब्रह्मांड सारा देखिया चक्षुआं च झाक के ब्रह्मांड सारा देखिया कहते हैं गॉड कृष्णा की मदर जो थी जब कृष्ण बहुत छोटे थे तो तब उनको को आभास होता था कि ये बच्चा जो है एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी है ये भगवान का अवतार है लोग बोलते थे सारे बोलते थे उन्होंने उसकी आंखों में झांक के पूरे ब्रह्मांड के दर्शन कर दिए तो वही चीज में भी लिखा है कि वेख्या ओ वेख्या संसार जो ना देखिया चक्षुआं च झांक के संसार ब्रह्मांड सारा देखिया तो फिर एक और बात बहुत है पंजाबी बोलते बहुत है वो कहता है कि करन दे लोकां नू रज के गल्लां करन दे लोग एक दूसरे के बारे में बहुत बोलते हैं करन दे लोकां नू गल्लां रज के गल्लां करन दे सड़न दे सड़ुआ नू जितना सड़दे ने सड़न दे पीपल जो ईर्ष्या करते हैं उनके लिए ਤੇ ਪਤਝੜ ਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਹੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਬਹਾਰ। ਪਤਝੜ ਕੇ बाद ही आਉਂਦੀ है बहार। चढ़न दे पत्ते पुराने चढ़न दे। जो पुराने पत्ते हैं, जो जिनका भी जाने का टाइम है, जाने दो। यही जिंदगी है, यही दुनिया है, यही दुनियादारी है, यही कुदरत है। तो एक और छोटा सा 4 लाइनर है कि ना किसी दियां मस्त अदावां ने लुटिया। लोग कहते हैं ना किसी ने लूट लिया, कहते मुझे किसी ने नहीं लूटा। ना किसी दियां मस्त अदावां ने लुटिया, ना मैनू ठंडियां हवावां ने लुटिया। आदत दा सच्चा हाँ ते सच बोलदा हाँ, मेरे मेरे दिल दे चावां नू लुटिया। मैनू मेरे दिल दे चावां नू लुटिया। मेरे दिल में जो चाव उठे थे, मुझे उन्होंने लूटा, किसी और ने नहीं लूटा, मैंने अपने आप को लूटा है। तो एक और है 4 लाइनर कि तूफाना विच भी असी सफर टाले। तूफानों में भी हम चलते गए। तूफाना विच भी असी सफर चाले, बिजली या चमकी ते असी सफर पाले। जब बिजली चमकती है, उसकी रोशनी से हमने अपना रास्ता बनाया। हिम्मत असाड़ी नू जग जानदा है कि असी ही कीते कई सर हिमालय के। हिमालय पर्वत हमने ही पार किए हैं, सर किए हैं, जीते हैं। ये 4 लाइनर, 2-3 4 लाइनर थे। मैं अभी, क्योंकि 2 लाइनर जो होते हैं उनको पंजाबी में टप्पे बोला जाता है। दे आर 2 लाइनर, फ्यू 2 लाइनर पेश कर रहा हूं कि रात दे हनेरे विच चांदनी दी लकीर वे। रात दे हनेरे विच लो दी लकीर वे, याद मेरी चन्ना शादी दिल जल्दी चीर वे। कि आपकी जो याद है वो मेरे दिल को चीर के जाती है, जैसे कि रात के टाइम एक रोशनी की लकीर लाइन बिछ जाती है। चन्ना साडे वेड़े विच चाननी दी लो वे। अपने लवर को, अपने प्यारे को बोलती है कि चन्ना साडे बेड़े विच, बेड़ा विच दलान, बेड़े विच चांदनी दी लकीर वे। सदरा दी जवानी साडी प्यार दी लकीर पे। कि जो हमारी तांग है, जो हमारी चाहत है, वो चाहत ऐसी है जैसी बिल्कुल कोई पुरान पतली सी लाइन होती। और एक है कि यहाँ की मुटियारें पंजाबी की जो जवान लड़कियां होती हैं, वो कहता है राहे राहे जांदी मटकौंदी ववा पैर वे। जब वो लड़कियां चलती हैं, इतनी मस्ती से चलती हैं कि जमीन हिल जाती है। तो राहे राहे जांदी मटकौंदी वावा प्यार वे, चढ़दी जवानी हुन रब करे खैर वे। चढ़दी जवानी हुन रब करे खैर वे। कहता खेती साडे होइयां गंदला जवान वे। गंदला क्या होती है? बहुत पतली पतली, सॉफ्ट, बहुत हरी हरी, मीठी मीठी टहनियाँ होती हैं छोटे पौधों की। उन वो खासकर जो सरसों का साग होता है, उनके जो, जिसको अब तना बोलते हैं, उनको जो उनकी टहनी होती है, वो आधी इंच से ज्यादा बड़ी नहीं होती, इतनी सी होती है। वो बहुत ही कहता है कि साडे खेतां विच होइयां गंदलां जवान वे, संभले नहीं जांदे हुण साडे अरमान वे। साडे खेतां विच होइयां गंदलां जवान वे, संभले नहीं जांदे साडे दिल दे अरमान वे। और एक और चीज हम देखते हैं, कौआ, एक पंछी, काला पंछी, वो जब बोलता है तो हम उसका कुछ मीनिंग ले लेते हैं। बोलदा सवेरे साडे बन्ने बनेरे उत्ते कां वे, वांग बिच्छू आवाज आंदी तेरा ही ना वे। वो अपने प्यारे के बोलती है कि जब कौआ बोलता है तो ऐसा लगता है कि तू ही मुझे पुकार रहा है। एक और 2 लाइनर्स, उसमें सारे अपनी जिंदगी उन्होंने बयान कर दी है 2 लाइन में कि ताजी ताजी कीती असां कर दी लिपाई वे, ताजी ताजी कीती असी कर दी लिपाई वे, तेरे लिए हट असां हुस्न वाली लाई। तेरे हट का मतलब होता है दुकान। तेरे लिए हट असां हुस्न वाली लाई वे। ये 2 लाइनर्स थे। और अगर टाइम हो तो एक 2-4 लाइनों का और मैं अर्ज करना चाहूंगा। जिंदगी और मौत की तशबीह दे रहा हूँ, उनकी एक बता रहा हूँ कि वो कैसी होती है। जीवन एक गिल्ली चमक, चमक किसे कहते हैं? चमक होती है बड़ी लचीली सी, कोई टहनी, बहुत लचीली सी, हरी सी, प्यारी सी, जीवन वाली, जीती सी टहनी, किसी पेड़ की टहनी। जीवन ऐसी गिल्ली चमक की तरह होती है। कहते हैं जिवें ये हमारी जो जिंदगी कैसी है, जिवें नव विवाही नार, जैसे नई नई दुल्हन आती है उसकी तरह है। शर्माकल जई सिकड़ी सुमड़ी जिवें बेलां दी डाल। बेल जो होती है वो बहुत ही पतला सा पौधा होता है जो कि दूसरे पौधों के इर्द गिर्द घूमता है और उसी के पकड़ के जीतता रहता है। और मौत क्या होती है? मौत है सूखी चमक, वही जो जब सूख जाती है, वो टहनी जब सूख जाती है तो वैसे लगती है जैसे मिटी हुई तांग। तांग होती है उमंग, विश। डूबरी रात दे वांग, रात जैसे खत्म होने वाली होती है। टूटी हुई कोई आस, और गुम गुवाचा विश्वास। टूटी हुई कोई आस और गुम गुवाचा विश्वास। भरोसा भी टूट जाता है, सब कुछ खत्म हो जाता है, उसको कहते हैं मौत। तो जिंदगी और मौत एक्सप्लेन की गई है इसमें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। नमस्कार।
नमस्ते सर, बहुत खूब सर। धन्यवाद आने के लिए। और प्लीज गिव a round of applause, my dear friends. That was great. Wisdom lines. Please welcome Dr. Roopali Sarkar Gaur.
आ जाओ विशु, विशु आ जाओ।
Prasanna, thank you for inviting me. I was quite caught unaware. So this is our new year. Since, dear friends, we are going to literally walk into a new year. But there's something I always feel very nervous about New Year's. I know, something that makes me feel that I hope everything goes well for all of us. And so what I do is, I really meditate at 5 to 12 midnight. I start meditating and praying, and then, I move into the new year. Now, this is a new year. There's always a new year. Is this on? Yeah. There is always a new year to celebrate. Year after year after year. We laugh and shout and jump and dance to chase away the old. We keep hoping the new will bring us many bags full of gold. Dear friends, let us never forget that old is real gold. Look, this is why we are here today, filled with joy, without any fear, hoping to live again this new year. There is a Roman god called Janus. January comes from Janus, and he has 2 faces, one that looks forward and one that looks backward. So with 2 faces fixed on one head. One face looks back at the passing year and the other year ahead. Like Janus, we too must look behind and look far ahead. The old year 2024, my friends, is alive and not dead. Our memories will pop. Our memories will never stop. The last year will not be forgot. Remember, last year we met, you and I. We saw eye to eye. We fell in love at first sight. Last year we became friends. We became so dear. We longed to be near. Praying this new year will bring good cheer. Let us not forget the old years. They brought us laughter and some tears. Last year, we learned of love, we learned to care, we learned to share, and we forgot our cares. You, my friend, helped me wipe away my tears. My fertile brains made me a poet, and I spoke of different truths. I became an aspiring writer, and I heard voices sing in so many different tongues. Today, dear friends, I carry my song of love along with yours into this new year. Thank you.
Excellent, ma'am. Look back and look forward. We got two facets.
Wishing all of
Wonderful.
us a wonderful year ahead.
He
Thank
is united both the years, last year and this year. Thank you,
Yes.
ma'am. Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am. Please
And
give
you
it.
keep, Colonel Purdhani, your Punjabi poems were wonderful because, you know, how in brevity is the soul of it, you know. In just 2 lines, there's so much that emotions that are, that can, so we've learned a lot of new kinds of poetry this year. We've heard the new poems and we walk into the new year. Thank you so much.
Please welcome Dr. Sreedharan Parokode.
Am I audible, Ji?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you, everyone, for giving the opportunity. And some very, very short poems. Fate of the calling bell. Fate of the calling bell. Is it the duty of the calling bell to cry with a strange sound, even with a soft touch? Is it the duty of the calling bell to cry with a strange sound, even with a soft touch? If I like it, if I say I like it, I have to love it first or secondary. If I say I like it, I have to love it first or secondary. Stopped. I too lost my words when the breeze with a deep sigh stopped before me. I too lost my words when the breeze with a deep sigh stopped before me. And the last one is a reply. However, I tried to get a reply from you. You kept mum and turned your face. However, I tried to get a reply from you. You kept mum and turned your face. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Great take. Wonderful, sir. Wow. Very deep. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome our taskmaster, Richard Spisak.
Thank you so much, my friends. Happy New Year to you all. Happy life to you all. Happy poetry to you all. Please keep writing. It's so enriching that you bring us your fresh truth, your fresh art. I'm so honored to be here with you. I have a little fable for you today. It's called The Boy with the Giant Fork. You see the forks behind me. The boy with the giant fork. Why, pick up this fork, it's the size of a tree. You might lift it up with the help of some friends, maybe 1, 2, or 3. To dig with this sucker's a real operation. It keeps growing like this, it might take a whole nation. He knew right away this fork was getting too big. Why, if you crowded him on it, you could fit a whole flock of pigs. He wasn't sure anymore why he wished for a big fork. Besides, when he came down clanging for dinner, the ginormous fork was unwieldy. It didn't make him feel like a winner. When he tried to use it, the peas rattled right off the end of the giant fork, and then when swinging it around, he darn near jabbed his old friend Mork. Then there's the time it nearly knocked down the chandelier. It knocked over the designer recliner upside down, its three wheels spinning in the air. It knocked over his soup. It flicked that roast chicken, knocked the whole darn thing over till it rolled and rolled all the way back to the kitchen. The fork team spun around before he was ready. It knocked over the sauce all over the table. It made a mess with the gravy. And then the tines got all tangled in the bun of blue-haired Aunt Maisie. Tommy always thought his proportions were lean, but if he had a bigger digger fork with a highly polished handle, tines razor sharp and keen, maybe then he could scoop it up into mountainous heaps, pile it all up higher and sauce it over quite deep. Then, my friend, maybe he'd get enough, although his fuzzy puppy looking on shrugged, turned away and just coughed. One night he went out back to wish on a star, and if the sky wasn't polluted, he'd know right where they are. He hopped down off the porch and ran out in the yard. It wasn't too tough. It wasn't too hard. As long as he made it over those thorny rose bushes, sometimes they tore his cuffs or stabbed him right in the tuchus. Then, of a sudden, an arcing glare from over the factory roof headed right where he was. He was so stunned he stood there and stared. He called out to his brother. "Hey, come here," he called Sid. Sid never answered. He almost never did. He was exactly not that kind of kid. He was watching TV back in his room. He'd spin the dial in the dark. You couldn't hardly see in that gloom. He was like a mushroom. His face had the glow of that little TV. He was quiet as a ghost. Sid in the dark. Sid was not much of a host, you see. It might surprise you, but it don't surprise me. I guess Sid was proud of his little black and white TV. He rarely left his room. That TV was his world. It was his way of participating. He never played games, and he had no friends, boys or girls. His entire imagination was caught up in that box. He didn't hunt tigers. He'd never seen a fox, but he knew every channel. He knew each silly show. He thought of nothing else. That whole world, don't you know? The bright glowing orb coming out of the sky. He didn't know when. He didn't know why. He could hear it. He sensed it. He knew it was his friend. He wasn't quite sure how this would all end. When the darn thing plunked down, it landed right at his feet. It was glowing and sputtering. My God, it was neat. It was too hot to handle, of that he was sure. But he got out his fork. He would take it inside. He'd have a medio du jour, and he'd show it to Clyde. He would show it to Mary. He'd show it to Sid. They'd know what to do. Show it, run, hide somewhere and play dead. And when he gingerly snapped it with his fork, he had an idea that he thought might work. He'd balance that glowing rock on his fork. He sure wouldn't touch it. He was not that kind of jerk. He'd seen monster movies. He knew what could start. But when he reached out with his fork, he nearly swallowed his heart. End of part one. I'll read.
I'll be lost in your imagination, let me say, Richard. Please give a round of applause. My dear, this is always witty, satirical, but superb. Richard. Please welcome CJ. Yes, CJ.
Hi, Prasanna. Can you hear me?
Yes, CJ. Please
okay. Sometimes when we are experiencing tragedy in our lives, we don't realize at the time that we're going through it that we're not broken. We actually realize after the tragedy that we are very strong. And this is what this poem is about. The heaviest footfalls my heart would ever know came from my family members lined up in anger at my parents' front door. The loud crescendo of rushing and mendacious feet, such a dreadful, piteous day, where life becomes frozen in time, no strength to say what needs to be said out of respect for the newly dead. Stifling, grasping cries, saying last, goodbyes to everyone that made you and made me who I am. Betrayal once seen and felt can't be unseen, can't be unfelt. When you were needed most, you did the least. Robbers, housebreakers of my peace. All these years later, those indignant, heavy footsteps that landed on the front porch took with them familiar faces, childhood memories, traditions, and family history my heart wants so much to forget. I can hear vividly the betrayal of those riotous feet, wishing I was anywhere else. Estrangement comes at a heavy cost. Goodbye. This time, I must save myself.
Wow, what a great way of expressing your thoughts. CJ, please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Happy New Year, CJ. We have with us, I'm sorry, Haiku Master. Please welcome Dr. Srinivas Rao. Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Thank you for inviting me. I wish you all a very happy New Year. Hope the New Year will end all the wars happening elsewhere. So today my reading is on the theme war. So a set of haiku sequence on war. War news. My child in the bunker shoots a drone. War news. My child in the bunker shoots a drone. He doesn't have the knowledge of war, but he knows how to shoot a drone in the video game. Harvest moon. Harvest moon. No matter which side they turn, Ukraine sunflowers. Harvest moon is called as a kigo here, season word. Cutting the crops, etc. So harvest moon, no matter which side they turn, Ukraine sunflowers. War-torn town, a book of questions in the debris truck. War-torn town, a book of questions in the debris truck. Chopping onions along and across the poles. We talk about war. Chopping onions along and across the poles, we talk about war. Since war is about cutting the landscape, no? So the comparison between chopping the poles of onion. There is an atom bomb dome in Japan. I think some of you know it. Atom bomb dome, lining up for a selfie. I say smile. Atom bomb dome, lining up for a selfie. I say smile. The last one. Winter war shelter. A baby moves here and there in the mother's womb. Winter war shelter. A baby moves here and there in the mother's womb. Thank you.
Oh, sir. Brilliant. We always have to always read and read and read to understand and grasp the intent and the content or the inner meaning of the haikus.
Yeah, it's in fact two image structure always. The haiku is a two image structure. We talk about something like, for example, atom bomb dome, and the tourists go there and they take a selfie and they say smile. So two images.
Two images. It's also called photographic.
Yeah, two images. In fact, photographic.
Yeah.
Photographic haiku is, there is a word called sachet,
Mhm.
depicting the life picture. So there are many types of haiku. Sachet is actually photographic haiku.
Oh.
Sketch of life. That is called sketch of life.
Yes,
English meaning sachet is Japanese word. English meaning is sketch of life.
Mm. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Such a beautiful presentation. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. We got a new joining, Shobha Vijay. Please welcome Miss
Thank you,
Shobha.
sir. Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure to join Fertile Brains. Thank you very much.
Please introduce yourself, ma'am, and you could read out your poem.
Yes, this is Shobha Vijay, as you know. I have been working with Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan as head of the English department, and I got my superannuation a few years back. Sometimes I write Hindi or English also. I've written a handful of poems in English also. If you allow me, I may speak.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Hello.
Please.
Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
And the poem I'm going to recite is one of my earliest poems, very earliest. I mean, I wrote in long back, very few decades back, I wrote this poem. So the poem title is Shadows. It was just the start of day. It was just the start of day. Sun of my life was bright and gay. Some folks came to sit and bask. Now life seemed an easy task. But why they vanished, I could not ask. But why they vanished, I could not ask. Perhaps my son was now behind a mask. A whisper suddenly made me known. A whisper suddenly made me known that these are the shadows, that these are the mere shadows with a lure. They vanish on finding your sun shining no more. Thank you.
Oh, excellent presentation, ma'am. Superb. Please keep coming and do let us know how do you get this, I mean, like information about fertile brains and all.
I got information from Mrs. Roopali Sircar Gaur.
Okay, right. I got it, ma'am. Thank you.
One of my best friends.
Since I would be needing a picture of yours, no, so that's why. So that is
Okay.
so that I could contact you.
My video is on actually. My video is on also.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I can't see you. Why?
Thank you, ma'am. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Shobha Vijay, who has joined us for the first time, and she would, of course, continue.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Please welcome Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik.
Hello. Good evening, dear friends. Poem of the year 2024. This is my last poem. Goodbye to the old year 2024. This is not goodbye, friends. This is thank you. The pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again. This is not the end. It is just a new beginning. Thank you for the memories and the good times. Cheers to the new year 2025. Now I am going to present the rendition. The title is New Year Comes to Us. New Year comes to us. New Year comes to me as I expected. Say, like those wings of the birds, which will brighten my face with expectancy. New Year comes to me as I expected. Say, like those wings of the birds, which will brighten my face with expectancy. It comes like rainbow color, promises better times to come. Encourage me to embrace hope, beauty, unity in diversity. It comes like rainbow color, promises better times to come. Encourage me to embrace hope, beauty, unity in diversity. The new year 2025 will strengthen me to cling passionately to this fence of flesh and bones where fog settles and sunshine. The new year 2025 will strengthen me to cling passionately to this fence of flesh and bones where fog settles and sunshine. It burns away the clumsily grown weedy ethics, brings in the warmth of a blanket the vibrancy of voice to settle. It burns away the clumsily grown weedy ethics, brings in the warmth of a blanket the vibrancy of voice to settle. Coming brand 2025, Happy New Year. Lots of new things to explore on clean, blank slate to write on pleasure, joy, fun. Coming brand 2025, Happy New Year. Lots of new things to explore on clean, blank slate to write on pleasure, joy, fun. Let's welcome new one with open arms, reinforce positive vibes, dream for new resolutions to go to that immaculate zone of moon. Let's welcome new one with open arms, reinforce positive vibes, dream for new resolutions to go to that immaculate zone of moon. Happy 2021 to one and all. In closing, I want to thank each of you for your participation and enthusiasm. Your presence made this event memorable. Thank you all for your support. Lastly, I express my gratitude to the friend Prasanna for his hard work, dedication, and commitment. Thank you.
Thank you for that. It will definitely strengthen you and everyone here present. So thank you for presenting a beautiful poem. Wishing you all the best for 2025. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik. Please welcome. The youngest and what dynamic Mehzabeen Hussain, yeah.
Hi, am I audible? Hello,
Yes,
everyone. So, I think this is the last session of the year. So, I wish you all happy holidays and a very happy new year in advance. The poem that I'm going to read today is called An Ache I Cannot Name. It settles in me like frost I can't shake. Quiet at first, unnoticed, but sharp enough to take my breath when I least expect it. I carry it without thinking, this ache I cannot name, but it's so deep it feels like part of my bones, stitched into me by the quiet moments no one ever saw. There's the ache of things I never said, words that caught in my throat and stayed there like birds beating against an unseen cage. And there's the ache of what I have lost. A fraction of a moment I can barely remember. Faces I once loved becoming ashes after the fireplace has gone cold. And the faint scent of a home I had built as my own. Some days is the ache of endurance. The way my hands tremble under the weight of too many sorrows and too many tomorrows. Other days it's quieter. A shadow wrapping a scarlet ribbon on my ribs, a silent companion to the spaces I avoid. Do not pity me for this ache, for it is not my captor, it is my companion. It walks with me through the fire, through the desert where my dreams have turned to sand. It teaches me the language of longing, of beauty carved from absence, of tears that cleanse more than they wound. This ache is not mine alone. It lives in all the poets who bleed on the pages, in the farmers who kneel to broken earth, in the sailor who sings to a horizon that never draws near. There's the ache of love too fierce to hold, of joy fleeting as smoke in the wind. There's the ache of what could have been, a phantom limb I reach for in my dreams. And there's the quietest ache of all, a hollow I cannot feel, a question I dare not ask. I walk through the hours, through cities bright with neon colors and indifference, through forests heavy with the weight of time, carrying this ache like a lantern, its flame flickering but never extinguished. It is the longing of the pebbles to know itself, the cry of the ocean for the shore. It's the ache of the soul for its origin, the pull of the asteroids for the heavens they had fallen from. So I sit with it. This ache I cannot name, not as a burden, but as a gift, a vessel to carry my humanity to the places where only aches can reach. Thank you, everyone.
Again, ache of things. You get classification of aches. So, guess, oh my God. I think I could just describe in a description. We can have it in each that. Wonderful, as always, brilliant. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends, for the sake of things. Mehzabeen Hussain. Please welcome Miss Honorable Satinder Kaur.
Thank you, Prasanna ji, for inviting me. Good evening to all my poet friends here. And the poem which I am going to recite today is in Hindi. मैंने वो जाते हुए साल के लिए लिखी है. अभी नया साल हमारा दरवाजा खटखटा रहा है और नए साल में मुझे क्या लगता है कि क्या होना चाहिए या जो हमने पिछला साल बिताया उसमें क्या-क्या कमियां रहीं या हमने उससे क्या-क्या सीखा या सीखना चाहिए. सो मैंने कोशिश की है ऐसे कुछ लाइनें लिखने की. जाते हुए साल को सलाम कहते हुए, जाते हुए साल को सलाम कहते हुए, क्यों ना हम प्रतिज्ञा लें खुद से, क्यों ना हम प्रतिज्ञा लें खुद से कि जो भी अच्छा हुआ अपनाएं उसे मन से, कि जो भी अच्छा हुआ अपनाएं उसे मन से और जो मन को ना भाया जाने दें उसे किसी कोने में, और जो मन को ना भाया जाने दें उसे किसी कोने में. पुरानी बातें जाने दें और नई मिसालें करें तैयार, पुरानी बातें जाने दें और नई मिसालें करें तैयार. कैसे होगा ये सब हमसे गर उठाए घूमेंगे कल का कंकाल, कैसे होगा ये सब हमसे गर उठाए घूमेंगे कल का कंकाल. कल तो वापस नहीं आएगा, नए कल को रोशन करें हम, कल तो वापस नहीं आएगा, नए कल को रोशन करें हम. सब्र, शांति, मेहनत, उम्मीद के गहने पहन हम आगे बढ़ें चल. सब्र, शांति, मेहनत, उम्मीद के गहने पहन हम आगे बढ़ें चल. पतझड़ के पत्तों की तरह झड़ने दें हम अहम, गुस्से और डर को. पतझड़ के पत्तों की तरह झड़ने दें हम अहम, गुस्से और डर को. जो लिपटे रहते हैं पुरानी बेलों की तरह चुपके से दुश्मनी निभाते हुए, जो लिपटे रहते हैं पुरानी बेलों की तरह चुपके से दुश्मनी निभाते हुए. गिले शिकवे, ईर्ष्या, बदले की भावना, क्या फायदा मिला किसी को इनसे. गिले शिकवे, ईर्ष्या, बदले की भावना, क्या फायदा मिला किसी को इनसे. ये तो भारी पत्थर हैं गले से बंधे, ये तो भारी पत्थर हैं गले से बंधे, जो काफी हैं किसी को डुबाने के लिए, जो काफी हैं किसी को डुबाने के लिए। खुली ठंडी हवा सी शांति, सूर्य की आखिरी किरणों सा धैर्य, नदी में बहते नीर सी करुणा, फूलों की खुशबू सी माफ करने की क्षमता। खुली ठंडी हवा सी शांति, सूर्य की आखिरी किरणों सा धैर्य, नदी में बहते नीर सी करुणा, फूलों की खुशबू सी माफ करने की क्षमता। नए साल में ये सब तोहफे, नए साल में ये सब तोहफे मांगू मैं उस सर्वशक्तिमान से, मांगू मैं उस सर्वशक्तिमान से। किसी की झोली रहे ना खाली, सद्भावना से रहे भरी ये प्याली। किसी की झोली रहे न खाली, सद्भावना से रहे भरी ये प्याली। जन जन हो धनवान चरित्र का, जन जन हो धनवान चरित्र का, तभी तो होगा कल्याण जगत का, तभी तो होगा कल्याण जगत का। थैंक यू।
Wow, excellent, ma'am. Excellent, excellent. So beautiful. Nice reading. Very
Thank
humble. Please give a round of applause, my dear friend. That was Miss Satinder Kaur. Please welcome Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik.
Good evening, dear poet friends. Thanks, Prasanna ji, for inviting me to this beautiful platform to give my rendition. Friends, we are going to bid adieu to 2024 and winter as well. Also, welcome New Year 2025 with new zest and jubilation. So, my year-end recitation is a love poem. The title is Love in Winter. Here it goes. Love in Winter. Comprehend myself luckiest ever to be your paramour. Recall autumn's eventide meet in lakeside floral garden. Our love moved through breezes of chilling winter. Love planted in fall, bloomed in spring season. Your infectious, alluring smile captivated me beyond perceptions. Love reached its summit along cuckoo's mellifluous tunes. Moonshine amidst twinkling galaxies illumined our love corridors. From leafless shrubbery, avians curiously watched our romance. In your cozy embrace myself lost in dreamlands. Our deep caress found me in seventh heaven. Duos entangle, mesmerized by winter's hypnotic, exotic snowfalls. Drizzling cool mango showers further intensified our amour. And that is the end of my poem. Thank you. And again, I wish you a Happy New Year 2025. Thank you for watching and listening.
Excellent, sir. You turned out to be a love poet. You're
It's you. Sir, thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, sir. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Santosh Bakaya.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay. Very happy New Year to all of you. It's always a pleasure being present here. I was not there for a pretty long time. I have come back and I hope I have come back with a bang, not with a whimper. And, and I'm going to recite a poem from my latest book, The King of the Crickets Had It. It was just published 20 days back. And the poem that I'm going to recite is on page 58. It is the 29th poem in the book. And the poem is Toothless Glee. Toothless Glee. I saw an old couple sitting on a bench holding hands. I saw an old couple sitting on a bench, holding hands. The finger that lovingly removed strands of black silky hair from the woman's forehead long, long back is gnarled now. Those strands of black hair have also turned white. Is the couple recalling those stolen kisses, the furtive glances and the naughty twinkles before the wrinkles came? Before the wrinkles came, they chuckle in toothless glee at that first kiss under the pine tree, while the golden aureole discreetly turned the other way. Hand in gnarled hand, they now walk. Hand in gnarled hand, they now walk, an eye fixed on the clicking clock, the ticking clock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, till it will tick no more, till they will tick no more. Only the lingering love will tick on. Only the lingering love will tick on. To be reborn on a love-drenched dawn. But right now, there is love etched in those wrinkles and contours of periwinkle smiles peeping from under the palimpsest of time. They giggle unabashedly as a broad-tipped sunray slips on a boulder. A butterfly perches on a shrub, and the man recalls how he had yearned to hold her long back, as the butterfly perched on her shoulder. They both smile at the spunk of that butterfly of old. The overhead sun drenches them in gold. Did I hear someone say, old is gold? Did I hear someone say, old is gold? Thank you so much. The old was gold, but I hope the new year, the coming year, is gold too. And as Satinder Ji just said, sabhi ki jholi bhari rahe. So let's hope sabhi ki jholi bhari rahe. And thank you once again, Prasanna Ji. It's always a pleasure being here. Thank you.
बहुत सुंदर poem है आपकी.
Thank you.
Congratulations on getting this latest book published.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And the poem is really full of all those images of that couple.
Yeah. हम बूढ़े लोगों को देखते हैं, हम लोग बूढ़े लोगों को देखते हैं, हम कहते हैं कि कभी जवान ही नहीं थे. और हम ये भी कहते हैं कि बूढ़ी घोड़ी लाल लगाम. मतलब ये लोग जवान जो लोग हैं वो भूल जाते हैं ये भी कभी जवान थे. उनकी भी कुछ ड्रीम्स थी, एस्पिरेशंस थी. हम तो उनको बूढ़ा ही, हम सोचते हैं ये लोग बूढ़े ही पैदा हुए हैं. तो वो मैं यहाँ कहना चाह रहा हूँ.
बहुत सुंदर presentation and the poem itself. So
and your poem was excellent too. I really loved it. Yes,
thank you.
Excellent.
And happy new year to all of you, please.
Happy new year to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Let us. Up next is Maria. Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Wish you all a very, very happy new year, full of joy, happiness, love, peace. My poem is to Happy New Year. It's titled Happy New Year. Here it goes. With advanced age, finally it will rest. And we are going to give a big salute to the new one. Fireworks in the sky. Cheers to the new year. It's a new beginning to accomplish our dreams, the ones we couldn't get in the near past. Hope it will be a good one. Peace and love, harmony in all families. God bless our homes. Never ever Almighty Lord forgets his sons that trust him and prayer says to him. May the new year, from the beginning to the end, bring you all happiness and much joy. Happy New Year.
Wow.
Thank you very much for listening to me.
Beautiful, Maria. Happy New Year. Many wishes to you. And please welcome, please give a round of applause, my dear friends, and please welcome Yes, Saraswati Poswal, Miss Saraswati Poswal.
नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, आदाब, सलाम, गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड इवनिंग, सब कैसे हैं? ऑल ऑफ यू आर फाइन. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है सभी को सुन के. एंड ब्यूटीफुल पोएम्स ऑन न्यू ईयर एज वी ऑल आर सेलिब्रेटिंग न्यू ईयर नाउ. सो माय पोएम गोज फॉर दिस ओनली. नए नव वर्ष की आप सभी को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. अभी सतिंदर मैम ने बोली है कविता, कुछ कुछ मेरे से रिजेंबल करती हुई कविता है. मुझे भी बहुत अच्छा लगा उनका सुन के कविता. और संतोष मैम की तो बहुत ही ट्विस्टिंग पोएम थी कि कुछ लोग, हाँ, हम लोग भी शुरू से बचपन से देखते आ रहे हैं कि कुछ जवान होते हैं, कुछ कुछ लोगों को हम शुरू से देखते हैं, कुछ स्टार्स को ये शुरू से, ये तो बड़े ही लगते हैं, इनको तो छोटा हमने देखा ही नहीं कभी. तो दे लुक लाइक अलाइक, पूरी लाइफ वो सेम दिखते हैं, नजर आते हैं, उनमें कोई चेंज नजर नहीं आता है. तो दैट वाज वंडरफुल पोएम बोथ ऑफ यू. एंड सबका बहुत अच्छा था, गंगा मैम का भी और श्याम सर का भी. तो मेरा भी छोटा सा हिंदी में है, आई गो विद दैट. सभी को नव वर्ष की बहुत बहुत बधाई हो. नव वर्ष तुम भरोसा दिला दो, नव वर्ष तुम भरोसा दिला दो, काल चक्र से, काल चक्र से इस वर्ष को खुशियों से जाने ना दो. नव वर्ष तुम भरोसा दिला दो, काल चक्र से तुम इस वर्ष को भी खुशियों से जाने ना दोगे. देहरी पर स्मृति की, देहरी पर स्मृति के दीप की अवलियां सजाने दोगे. देहरी पर स्मृति की दीप की अवलियां सजाने दोगे. जीवन की सांसें नियमित चलती रहें, जीवन की सांसें नियमित चलती रहें, इसलिए तुम्हारी याद में पीपल के पौधे लगाने दोगे. तुम्हारी याद में पीपल के पौधे लगाने दोगे. नव वर्ष तुम भरोसा दिला दो, नव वर्ष तुम भरोसा दिला दो. स्वच्छ वायु प्रकाश जल से, स्वच्छ वायु प्रकाश जल से पौधों को सींचने, पौधों को सींचने हम प्राणी जगत की खुशहाली स्थायी बनाने दोगे. पौधों को सींचने हम प्राणी जगत की खुशहाली स्थायी बनाने दोगे. शीतल छांव से जीवन में, शीतल छांव से जीवन में उमंग उत्साह भरवाने दोगे. शीतल छांव से जीवन में उमंग उत्साह भरवाने दोगे. बस एक बार तुम नव वर्ष हम सबको भरोसा दिला दो. बस एक बार तुम नव वर्ष हमें भरोसा दिला दो. ऊंच नीच के भावों के भेदभाव मिटा दोगे. ऊंच नीच के भावों के भेदभाव को मिटा दोगे. सबको जीने की आध्यात्मिक राह दिखा दोगे. सबको जीने की आध्यात्मिक राह दिखा दोगे. जिंदगी को सुगम सरलता से व्यतीत होने दोगे. जीवन को सुगम सरलता से व्यतीत होने दोगे. शुद्ध सात्विक प्रेम स्नेह की धारा बहने दोगे. शुद्ध सात्विक प्रेम स्नेह की धारा को बहने दोगे. बस एक बार, बस एक बार नव वर्ष तुम ये भरोसा दिला दो. बस एक बार नव वर्ष तुम ये भरोसा दिला दो.
Beautiful, beautiful.
थैंक यू, धन्यवाद. सभी को नव वर्ष की बहुत बहुत बधाई हो. एवरीवन, विश यू हैप्पी न्यू ईयर. इस साल का ये हमारी लास्ट सेशन था और बहुत अच्छा लगा. आगे भी ऐसे ही चलता रहे. प्रसन्ना जी, बेस्ट विशेस टू एवरीवन.
बहुत सुंदर कविता है और सभी
धन्यवाद,
को
धन्यवाद मैम, धन्यवाद. आपकी
को
बहुत सुंदर
नववर्ष
कविता थी. थैंक यू मैम,
Thank
थैंक यू
you.
सो मच.
Give a round of applause, my dear friends. Thank you.
थैंक यू.
Best wishes, says Isabell.
Good morning, everybody. I know you're much later than I am, but good morning anyway. Can I screen share? Prasanna?
Yes, please, please, please.
Can I do that?
Yes,
Okay.
please, go ahead.
Okay. I'm working on this. Okay. So, okay, I have kind of a rant this morning. What? Worker, workst. These are not qualitative words. This is a 4-letter word that is the bane of most people's lives. Bane is another 4-letter word, just like life. Can you have one without the other? Is there life without work? Who thought up this word? And the others? And why the condemnation of 4-letter words? Why are some workers treated so badly when we all work? Doesn't everyone work? Don't the corporate fat cats work at making more and more, their hands getting dirty without dirt? Why don't we all work together? Is there solidarity among us all? We are all one, after all. Or are we so intent on living our own lives, we lose the commune of community? I'm looking for a better word. And Prasanna, I got my books yesterday. Yay! Yay! I'm so happy. This is a beautiful anthology. Yes.
Isabel, if you could stop screen sharing, you could,
Sure.
have a larger view.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Look, let's see. I can't. How can I? Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Just about. It's beautiful. It's so well done. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for putting this together. Yes. So, and please, Happy New Year, please, everybody. Let's make it a good year. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely, Isabel. Thank you for your good wishes and your a very thought-provoking poem as well. Wow, brilliant. Please give a
Sure.
round of applause. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Up next, Ray.
Good morning, everyone. And it's early for me here, so and I know it's late for you all over there. So since there's no universality of time, I'm just going to say good morning. I've got one piece for you today, and it is something out of dreams. So it's called A Snatch of Time, and the epithet is stuck in a moment that you can't get out of, from Bono of U2, the band U2. Walking cobblestone streets like in old Edinburgh City, near the second-story windows above the shops, holding all your desires. There are ghoulish, floating creatures. You are unafraid because of their familiarity. As you walk the age-old cobbles and curbs, even so, the careful walk around and high steps over smelly piles of dumped ugliness. And you find your way into a wooden doorway, the entrance into an old shop with dusty windows, the sign above you do not understand, letters in a language foreign to you. It is a dream where you are in a place vaguely familiar. The sight is crisp and clear, full of symbols little understood. Now you are in a different place, a jump only found in REM sleep, traveling suddenly down Mississippi's Highway 61. It is summer, hot. You can see this heat rising in barely visible waves, cracked yellow paint lines showing off the road, and seeking Robert Johnson's Crossroads to feel the moment devil met, glimpsing the soul's trade for a power unseen. Got to get a better place. Wispy winds flowing, the dream continues upon waking. The wondering sets in. Hot cup of joe gives no clarity, just the sharpness of that vision you had last night. Interpretation sits on a hill just over there with an amused smile at your befuddlement. Thank you very much.
As always, with his style of rendition, Ray, please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Beautiful presentation with his beautiful poem. Up next is yes, Melly Das. She's always busy with the events and all, so very popular. Melly Das.
Sorry, I couldn't come last few days, few poetry shows. Sorry. Happy New Year to all of you. Advance Happy New Year. Roopali ma'am and Krishnaji to and all of you. Happy New Year. Advance Happy New Year. My today's poem, the title of the poem, God's Gift. That day was the most beautiful moment of my life. A cute baby looked at me and wanted to tell me something. He told me God sent me for you. He told me you are a sad mother. I've come to give you peace. He told me take me in your arms, in your lap, care for me, adore me, give me a kiss on my forehead, hug me, pull me to your chest, and see how much happiness I'll give you. He told me, I want to drink my mother's milk. Please let me breastfeed. I have come to give you a new happiness. You take me to your house. Look, I have come to give light to your dark room. Thanks God. He has sent me to seek happiness in your life. Oh God, bless me and bless all the mothers. Such a beautiful child who comes to the lap of all the mothers of the world and show the light of a new path. And show the light of a new path. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Beautiful reading.
Here is
I
also
wish you
mother
all
and
the
child
best. God
in our
blessings.
screen. Here is also mother and child, both are here present.
Wow, good. God bless
They are
you.
they are the best gift or God gift for all of mother, all mothers. है ना?
Gee. Oh yeah, I could see that. Now I got it. Wonderful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends, and please welcome Mr. Laxman Rao. Mr. Laxman Rao. You're the one who is lost. So please welcome Dr. Radha Sri. Radha Sri.
Namaste to all of you and a very happy new year. Forthcoming 2025 has got a very mathematical specialities are there. 40 square plus 20 square plus 5 square is equal to 2025. 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube plus 5 cube plus 6 cube plus 7 cube plus 8 cube plus 9 cube is equal to 2025. So this is a legendary mathematical legend is there in 2025. Anavaratamu shubhamula nidu వనజాక్షుని కృపగా వచ్చు వత్సరమనుచున్ మనమున తలుచుచు గొలిచెద ఎనయిక గల 2027 2025 will give you a very happy prosperous things to all of you. On this occasion I read only one poem of mine, Lord Shiva's dance, how it will be. నా హృదయ హిమశైల శిఖరగ్రభాగాన నెలవంక తలదాల్చి నెలకొన్న నటరాజు అగజాసమేతుడై బంధుహిత సహితుడై సంతతానంద సంభరిత సుస్వాంతుడై గజముఖుడు షణ్ముఖుడు జేజేలు పలుకగా ప్రమదాది బుధవరులు తలలూచి ఆడగా విప్రవర సంచయము రుక్కులు పఠించగా తరళ కరయుగళ భూషణములు ధ్వనించగా గరళగళ నిగళోరగము చిరమెత్తగా చిత్రముగ హిమలగమ్మునక శివమెత్తగా మును పెరుక జాసురుని గర్భము జిల్చుకొని ఆపన్న హృదయులవు అని విషులక భయమిడి స్వస్థానమే తెంచు శుభవేళ తలచుకొని మంగళప్రదముగా శంఖము పూరించి జయ జయధ్వనులీడు జమరుకము మోగించి నాదమయ యోగమయ వేద విజ్ఞానమయ బ్రహ్మాండ భాండంబులుర్రూతలూకగా నటరాజ పదరాజ మంజీర నాదాలు రసరాజ పద పూజ తరించనించిన నిజ భక్తవరుల మానసములు ఇయలలూప రసరమ్య రీతి నద్భుత నర్తనము సలుప అలజటాదూటాన మైమరచి నిదురించి స్వప్నలోకాలలో స్వేచ్ఛగా విహరించు స్వరగంగ ఉరికిపడి ఒలికె నీ రీతిగా కవిత జలపాతమై ఉరికె నీ గీతిగా నా హృదయ హిమతైల శిఖరగ్రభాగాన. How Lord Shiva will dance on this New Year occasion by giving all the prosperous to all his devotees. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. 2025 is a mathematical legendary. I have already told you. 20 square, 40 square plus 20 square plus 5 square is equal to 2025. 1 to 9 cube, 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube. I said up to 9 cube if you make, the total will become 2025. So this is a very, very new year, a very, very new calculations, and let all people enjoy 2025. Thank you, sir. Thank you especially to Prasanna Kumar for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Mind blowing, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this honor of having you on this dance. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was
Thank you. Thank you.
I couldn't understand a few of those words. It was pure Telugu.
This is on the dance. This is on the dance of Lord Shiva. How Lord Shiva will dance on this happy occasion. That is the essence of the poem. When all the Pramada Ganas are dancing, when Vighneshwara is there, when Kumaraswamy is there, Parvati herself is dancing, how it will be? The whole Himalayan is dancing along with Lord Shiva. That is the essence of the poem. It is a Telugu poem written by me and got so many awards for this.
Thank you, sir. That's up to you. That's up to you. I mean,
thank you.
You have no words to, Srinivas sir wants to say something, yeah? Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
It's very good, sir. Dr. Radha Sri garu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Shiva.
Thank you. Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva, yeah.
So I have also made it musically with rhythmical words. Thank you.
And why itself is like a music?
Thank you.
It was like a cosmic dance. It had a cosmic rhythm in it.
Thank you. Thank you, Laxman Rao garu. Thank you, Srinivas garu. Srinivas Rao garu.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for inciting us.
Thank you.
Up
Thank
next
you.
is, of course, Laxman Rao. Please give a round of applause to Dr. Radha Sri.
Thank you.
Well, sir, good evening. So, as you know, like I have not prepared. I am in a different place altogether. Like I am at my home. Am I visible?
Sir, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So I believe like I'm visible. So I was not prepared. Like I just drafted few lines here. So just to wish each one of you a happy new year, I just compose some few lines. Here it goes. A new spring with a new beginning. Let's welcome the new year with open minds. We never know what we have in store. Let the unknown unfold in open arms. So I wish each and everyone a happy new year. Thank you, Laxman Rao. Yeah.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, sir.
I just made it some sweet and cute, simple.
Yeah. So
Thank you, sir.
let's wind up the show with wishing you all the happy new year with the blessings of God. And I have got one piece. I don't know where it where under which category it comes under, but I try to present it. Time slithered, a year passed. What's left to be recalled? What's left to be remembered? The breeze of sanity lost its clarity. Whether it's moving ahead towards futurity or it's just making a step towards senility. Yes, for Bloomingdale's, it's a walk into kissing the joviality of juvenility. And for the maturity, it's the walk into the past to reminisce about the chirpy tidbits to live in the days to come with positivity. The pages of yore and the unscripted future, nothing is designed for sure. That's the end of the piece. बस हो गया खत्म. Thank you.
It was like
कुछ भी नहीं है सर बस हो गया बस चलिए we look forward to your new year and maybe we could switch the timings. Let us see. We'll hope we make it have a loss on this.
sure, sir.
Yeah.
We'll catch up in the next year.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So hope
You
like
all the
next year we'll come up with new opportunities and we'll be able to create new chances for ourselves and create a wonderful year going ahead.
Yes,
I'd,
sir.
Thank you,
I'd like
each
to
and
join
everyone.
in. I'd
Yeah,
like to
please,
join
sir.
in with that and wish everybody a highly successful 2025. We have the possibility of creation in an enormous way in 2025, and let's all go for it.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Prasanna, you did this
Thank you,
year,
sir.
very grateful for this long year of poetry. We've had so many things that we've done together, and bringing out this book, Reach for the Sky. It's been a very fruitful year, and your hard work has brought us all together. And as Ray said, we have a lot to do, a lot of good things are going to happen. So we wish ourselves and we wish all human beings, wherever they are, a very happy new year. Thank you, Prasanna.
Happy New Year, guys.
Very grateful to you.
I'm grateful to you, especially Mehzabeen.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Everybody.
Happy New Year, Tanja.
Happy New Year to all of you.
I feel
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year to
Bye.
everyone.